Welcome back to Living It Away, everyone. Carolyn is live from Hollywood for Live in Hollywood, joining me to tell you guys about this movie. It's so fun.
It's time to give you the latest movie reviews in another edition of...
Yo, what up, everybody? Roaring Kitty here. I'm gonna pick a stock and talk about why I think it's interesting, and that stock is GameStop.
I love this guy.
Retail traders have hooked into GameStop. I think they think it's a good investment. It looks like there's one guy driving all the buying.
Who is this schmuck?
Based on the insane true story of everyday people who flipped the script on Wall Street and got rich by turning GameStop, yes, the mall video game store, into the world's hottest company. Now, in the middle of everything is regular guy Keith Gill, played by Paul Dano, who starts it all by sinking his life savings into the stock and posting about it. Now, when his social posts start blowing up, so does his life and the lives of everyone following him. Now, as a stock tip becomes a movement, everyone gets rich until the billionaires fight back and both sides find their worlds turned upside down. All right, okay, this film, it's called Dumb Money. Kira, she's texting me about it. She's like, oh my gosh, you guys, Mikey, you need to watch this. But okay, I have to say, while this movie is really good, I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't as hyped about it as others were because of its recent 2020 history. You know, how it's still fresh in our minds. But you guys, however, I do wanna say that this film is super good. It definitely is one of those movies where you root for the underdogs of the story. Now, I thought there were a lot of really funny movies in the film, especially with the characters, because they're so well written, and you can tell that everybody just had great chemistry on screen. Now, unlike the other movies that Kira and I talked about, like, what was it, Gran Turismo or Barbie, Dumb Money doesn't have any of those flashy visuals, but you guys don't need it. It really doesn't need it because it excels in storytelling and humor alone. Now, along with a really good soundtrack, which I gotta say, I was bumping to. So in all, I do feel that this movie is an enjoyable, fun, and funny experience and definitely worth a watch. Kira, what are your thoughts?
Oh my gosh, I really laughed.
Yeah, it's good.
At certain points where I was the only one, and I'm like, what is going on here? But Dumb Money is fast-paced, it's fun, and it's highly entertaining. It is a true David and Goliath story.
It really is.
I do have to mention this. For those who are not savvy in this TikTok generation, I can see how people may feel it's a little noisy and a bit overwhelming with the constant sound bites in some of the scenes. Like you, Mikey, though, I loved the use of music and the TikTok references.
Yeah. Because
even though, you know, this was something that recently happened, it really played into what was happening at the time.
Yeah.
And this type of filmmaking is contemporary, and I feel that it'll resonate with those of us who enjoy and understand social media. Yeah. Now, if you're at all familiar with Roaring Kitty from his YouTube channel, Paul Dano as Keith Gill was spot on. Now,
yeah, he was.
Dano was also pretty consistent in playing this type of soft-spoken, nerdy character, and it really played to his strengths, and I enjoyed the performances. It includes an all-star cast with Shailene Woodley, Pete Davidson, America Ferrera, and director Craig Gillespie, who directed episodes of the Pam and Tommy miniseries. Did you see that? It's really good. He reunites with Seth Rogen and Sebastian Stan in this film, and I'm a fan of Gillespie. His previous directorial work includes Cruella and I, Tonya, and this film was a fun take on recent events, and I recommend it.
I do too. I do too. And you know, okay, so if you read the movie, if you read about the movie and you watch the trailer, it kind of gives a little of the whole Wolf of Wall Street vibes. But if that's something that you're thinking of, or when you watch it, I wouldn't say expect something like that going in. You know, if you're rooting for like a financial movie, you know what I mean? Like,
there is a lot of jargon in there, and I do have to say that they did very well in the script trying to explain to you what was happening. I personally was able to follow along, but I know maybe maybe some people won't, but that didn't bother me.
It didn't bother me too. But I do want to say that it is a really good film. It's funny, and I'm such a huge Pete Davidson fan. So when I found out that he was in this movie, I was like, all right, press play. I gotta watch this right now.
I
Kira,
have to ask, are you a savage?
I'm a savage, classy, bougie. Kira, I love you so much. If anybody else wanted to get in on this love, how can they reach out to you? What's a good social media account?
You can follow me at Kira Lynn on all social media platforms.
Kira, I am obsessed with you. Thank you so much for coming on Living 808 every Thursday for Spoiler Alert. Thank you so much, sis. Good to see you.
Bye, guys.
Love you more. Bye, sis.